Come with me on my first day of my first ever Virgin Voyages cruise aboard the Reisilient Lady. On this 7-day cruise from San Juan, we will sail to Aruba, Curacao, Martinique, St. Kitts and Nevis, and we'll find out together how it stacks up against traditional cruise lines. Is it too wild or is it just right? Good morning. I'm about to check out of my room in San Juan and walk around, find somewhere to get brunch before I start my cruise on Virgin Voyages, Reisilient Lady. I'm so very excited. This hotel is really close to the port, so I can actually walk. I'm gonna go see if the hotel will hold my luggage downstairs while I have brunch and waste a few hours because my check-in time is not until 2:30. And I've heard that they don't let you board early, mostly because Virgin Voyages lets their passengers debark later than other cruise lines. So you don't have to get off first thing in the morning. So there'll be people still on the ship at lunchtime. So anyways, that's it. I'll give you a little quick tour around this hotel room. It's called the Alma Hotel. Do I recommend it? It was really expensive. And I wish I'd have done more research and not waited until last minute because I didn't have a lot of choices, that were walkable to the cruise port. It might have been worth it for me to just stay further off and catch a taxi or an Uber back to the port. But I will show you around. It's very nice. I don't like to spend money on a cruise port hotel, and I definitely don't like to spend what I spent on this one. But it's pretty. Here, let me show you the view from the balcony. I did love that I could see the Reisilient Lady from my balcony. Still wasn't worth the price of the ticket though. Let's look around the room a little bit. So it was very modern and clean and spacious and pretty even. The bed was very comfortable and the bathroom was quite lush and fancy. There was also a full-length mirror on the sliding glass door of the bathroom, which I really appreciated. And this extra large shower with a rain shower head and the removable shower faucet, which is always nice. And then there was this super techie mirror, and I don't even know what it did, to be honest with you. Lots of little amenities in the amenity kit. Even a sewing kit was available, which thankfully I did not need on this trip. And then there was also this cool little speak-through window here, where I guess if you're on the toilet, you could talk to your companion who was chilling on the bed. All in all, it was a beautiful room, but now it was time for me to head out on the town and get something to eat. So let's go see what I found. After a little TikTok research, I found a place called Mallorca. Mallorca is a soft, fluffy, and buttery sweet bread, often topped with powdered sugar, and it is a beloved breakfast staple in Puerto Rico. As you can see on the menu, there were basically 4 ways to get the Mallorca, either with butter, cheese, or ham and cheese, or bacon and cheese. And when they said freshly squeezed orange juice, they meant it. This man's sole job was squeezing fresh, delicious glasses of orange juice, so of course I had to try one. And finally, the main course. I chose the ham and cheese variety, and you wouldn't think that a savory breakfast sandwich topped with powdered sugar would be that appetizing, but I ate every delicious bite. I still had several hours to kill after breakfast, so now it was time to explore the city a little more. The first thing I found was this cute little local Saturday market. I enjoyed walking and looking through the stalls, and then I stumbled upon Fuente Raíces. This was a stunning fountain located along the Paseo de la Princesa that represents Puerto Rico's roots and resilience. The different statues represent Puerto Rico's Taino, Spanish, and African roots, and the flowing water symbolizes life and continuity. This is a beautiful spot right next to the bay, and it's definitely worth a visit. If you take a right after the fountain, the next thing that you will come to is the San Juan Gate, which is almost 400 years old and was used by dignitaries and people deemed of great importance who visited the walled city via the sea. The gate marks the beginning of the Paseo del Morro, a boardwalk that borders the outer edge of Old San Juan's imposing Castillo San Felipe del Morro. I'll leave a link to a video where I actually toured Del Morro on a previous cruise above. On this day, however, it was very hot, and as I was about to board my cruise and the trail was 1.5 miles long, and there were no public restrooms, and as the sign states, no shade, I just didn't want to attempt that today. But I'll be sure to leave enough time to see this part of the city the next time I have a port in San Juan. But for now, I was headed back to the hotel to sit in the air conditioning until time to board my cruise. So I think I made a mistake by walking so much in this heat. Still 2 hours before my boarding time for my cruise, so I came over to this little cafe that's connected to the hotel I stayed at. They're keeping my luggage, and I just ordered a juice, and I'm going to try to chill in the air conditioning until I have to grab my giant suitcase and walk back to the cruise ship. It's just so pretty out here. Like, I passed a market, and I kept myself from walking the historical trail because there was no shade, no restrooms. I was already sweating profusely, but it's just so beautiful. I kind of wish I hadn't have been such a wuss last night and I'd have not stayed in my hotel room and walked that trail in the evening. It would have been beautiful. Anyways, this is a cute little coffee and pastry cafe. I just ordered a fresh juice and a cookie, and I'm gonna sit here and chill and try to cool off. So after my cookie, I lounged on the big comfy couch in the hotel lobby for a few minutes, and then I decided I might as well take the elevator up to the rooftop bar and have a pre-cruise margarita, because why not? By myself on this side, looking at the ship before I board, enjoying this margarita. I'm starting to get excited. I met a couple of ladies who were going on the ship too, and they said they would look for me today. Yay! Already making friends. Look at there. The margarita helps. So after breaking the wheel off of my very heavy suitcase and taking a few wrong turns, I finally made it to the cruise port. Oh my God, I made it to the line after walking 1 mile with a broken freaking suitcase. See what a rock star I am? The line's not too bad, but it is outside in the hot sun.
The right side of the ship. There's a 186.
Yours?
Okay, you need my boarding pass?
Correct.
that was it. You just get your bag tagged there, and then you walk over here and you turn it in. I'm pretty sure that's all there is to it.
Right here, please, number 11.
Okay, thank you. Hi.
Shari?
Yes.
Shari is
Cherie.
Cherie. So into your cabin, and if you board or make a purchase, on board you can also use this and recharge your card, okay?
Okay.
They are completely waterproof, so you don't need to take them off.
Awesome. So I can leave it on the whole time. Awesome.
Okay,
Okay.
so you're all set.
Right before you enter security, you have one last chance to buy bar tab. This is where you can buy like money to spend on alcohol or specialty drinks and get a little extra worth for your money. But the key is you do not get a refund on any unused bar tab. So I decided to skip that and just use the $200 that was included in my fare and pay for the rest as I went. And just like that, I was walking on to Virgin Voyages' Reisilient Lady. Here we are. Oh, let's get this air conditioner all the way down because Mama is sweaty. All right, so let's see. How do we get the lights on? Okay, that turned some lights on. And, all right, we got to figure everything out. I still don't really know how to turn everything on. Here's the bathroom. Hey y'all, hey, I'm hot and sweaty, but I'm here. Everything is cool. Makeup towels. Yes. Lighted mirror. Water in the room. Praise the Lord. Hang up hooks. Take these shoes off. I guess that's probably the little thing that controls everything. I guess we could try to figure that. Whoops. Could try to figure that out. I'll play that safety video. Oh, it plays on the TV. Wow.
Welcome aboard. Your favorite ladies are here to guide you through the safety rules.
The bed.
Let's get started.
Ah, in this hammock. Yes, I'm listening to the safety video playing in the back.
Announcements from the captain will accompany the signal. Listen carefully and follow the instructions given. In case of a real emergency, grab your life jacket from your cabin, along with warm clothing and any required medications. And save your...
Okay, so my luggage is already here, and it's like I just got on and got to my room. I went to check my room number so that I could log in for my Wi-Fi and everything. Opened the door, and my suitcase was there. My giant broken suitcase. So I'm so excited because I was so hot and sweaty, and the Solo Sailor meetup is at 5 o'clock on deck 16, so I want to make that, but I need to get something to eat. And now I think I'm going to change because I just feel gross. Like, I took a quick little rinse off in the shower and accidentally hit the wrong button and got water on my head, and so the top of my head was wet. Had to dry that, and I still feel gross because I'm putting on the same sweaty clothes. So I think I'm going to change. Just so I feel fresher and get something to eat because I'm starving. Breakfast was a long time ago. So I'll walk you guys around the ship. I will record a little bit in the solo meetup and the Sailaway party, and let's do it. Okay, I changed. I'm super wrinkly, but see, but I sprayed, well, you can't really see it. I guess it's not that wrinkly. So this is super comfortable. It has pockets, and I haven't sweat in it for 5 or 6 hours. So let's go get something to eat. Oh, and here's a fun little fact for you ladies. I guess even for the guys too, heck. You can always put your undies in the cooler before you go out if it's really hot. Is that gross? I don't know, maybe for the people who come after me, but it sure does feel good. One of the many things that makes Virgin Voyages different from other cruise lines is that there is no buffet on this ship, and instead it is replaced by the Galley. The Galley has several specialty restaurants, each having its own kitchen and area for preparing the food. This design promotes an elevated dining experience. You can get everything from sushi to fresh salads and soups, burgers, Mexican, desserts, and all of these things are included in the price of your cruise fare. You can order at the counter and you get a little buzzer and they'll ring it when your food is done, or you can just have a seat at a table and raise up one of the little flags and someone will come by to take your order. I chose a variety of tacos from Let's Taco Bout It because frankly tacos go very well with margaritas, and I was feeling like it was about that time. Another thing that I really loved about the Galley is that there were electrical outlets and USB sockets at a lot of the seating areas in the Galley. And as you can see here, I was struggling to raise the little flag with one hand, but this is where you would be seated and raise the flag for service. I chose the fish and steak, and they were both delicious. Also, it's worth noting that the menu at the places in the Galley changes daily. And now for a little wandering around the ship while we wait for the solo meetup to start. It was very busy and crowded walking around the ship on the first day, so it was hard to really get a good shot of the spaces. So I found this really cute bar and decided to sit down and have a drink to calm my nerves a little before meeting everyone at the first solo meeting. This bar was called On the Rocks, and they often had live music here during the night. It was a really chill place to sit in the evening and listen to music. Located on deck 6, mid-ship, right behind the roundabout. I chose one of the bar's signature drinks called Ember Spice. It had a mixture of mezcal, tequila, strawberry, lime, chocolate bitters, and ginger beer.
I'm Trenton the Charmer. I'm Steven the Balancer.
And I'm Brenda the Artist. And like I mentioned, we are part of the happening cast here on board. There's 12 of us. There's 12 of us on board dedicated to making sure questions, especially today. Find the ones in the boiler suits and there's lots of.
So at this point, they were asking everyone to introduce themselves and tell their favorite drink. There were a good 40 to 50 people that showed up to this meeting. And afterwards, they encouraged us to start a WhatsApp group, which we did. There were 25 of us that opted into that WhatsApp group, and it was the beginning of some really beautiful friendships. After the meetup, they held up a big solo sign and led us all to the Sailaway party together. I don't know if I've ever seen so many people at a Sailaway party, and I knew right away this was going to be a great time. One of the reasons that I know that is because on Virgin Voyages for the Sailaway party, they give away free champagne for the entirety of the party, or until it runs out, I guess. And we had the perfect spot right next to the bar. I mean, the champagne is free, as many as you can hold, and I saw people holding 4 glasses at once. I won't name any names, but let's just say it was a really great time.
Love to hear it. Well, as you can probably guess, we do things a little bit differently here on Virgin. We are your happenings cast. We are a cast of 12 beautiful humans dedicated to entertaining all of you. So sailors, who is here to relax? Alright, now who is here to party? May your journey be filled with excitement and fun, and may your voyage with Virgin be an unforgettable one. To the Resilient Lady!
And right after this epic Sailaway party, we headed to our first solo dinner at Razzle Dazzle. Razzle Dazzle is one of 6 main restaurants on Reisilient Lady, as none of their dining options are specialty because they are all included in your cruise fare. Razzle Dazzle offers a twist on American comfort food. And here I got fried green tomatoes and fried okra as my appetizer, and their signature popcorn old-fashioned. And then my table mate Donna got the rib eye. I like the fatty part, so you can just cut me a fatty part. Just cut me a piece and I'll grab it. And she's gonna let me taste her rib eye here, and I got the mahi. Ooh, what a good friend. I love the solo meetup. So I got the mahi and the polenta, which I don't know if I even know what polenta is, to be honest with you folks. You know, I'm from Mississippi. We don't eat polenta in Mississippi, but it's like what?
You eat grits, right?
Like a potato.
Grits.
Like a grit.
It's grits.
But like a potato
Oh,
grit, right?
it's like potato grits.
Right?
Well, it's like polenta is a little bit of a.
Is it corn?
It's cornmeal, but it's a little bit of a bigger grind. So it's a bigger grind than, say, a cornmeal.
Yeah.
So, but they put that, they let it set where it gets firm,
Uh-huh.
and then they have either deep fried that or seared it on both sides.
Okay. Interesting. And you got the Nashville hot chicken, right? That's what you got? Nashville hot chicken and greens. Okay. Still not exactly sure what polenta is, even after that lengthy explanation, but it wasn't my favorite. The steak and the mahi was delicious, though. And this spiced apple rum cake with cinnamon ice cream, Oh my God, so good. So far, Virgin Voyages is getting a solid A+ on the food. My new friend Donna was still shoving food at my face, and she got the Razzle cake, which is a chocolate mousse with a toffee crunch on the top. That was also very delicious. And just keep in mind, folks, even though this isn't a traditional cruise, you can still order as many entrees or desserts as you would like if you want to try different things. And I feel like we had already had such a long, full day, but we still had the pajama party that started at 11 o'clock tonight. Time to regroup. So, here's the thing. I look absolutely ridiculous. Okay, so I gotta make sure that I give you the rundown on what I think about Virgin Voyages so far before I let, night one, completely get away from me. So, obviously, I've had some drinks, okay? I mean, number one thing I want to tell you is that they are giving away champagne like nobody's business. It's pretty good champagne, too. I mean, they're just giving you as many as you can hold, and we were standing really close, the solo group was standing really close to the champagne station, the bar, and they were just really generous with it for about a solid 45 minutes, because we looked at the time when it was over. So for a solid 45 minutes, they were giving away champagne, as much as you could drink. And oh God, can you see? Oh, I don't want to be showing all that. I won't be sitting like that. Okay. Okay, so for a solid 45 minutes, they were giving away champagne. And I will say that there were so many people that turned up for the solo meeting. I filmed a little, a couple little snippets of it, but really you couldn't hear. Everybody went around and introduced themselves, said where they were from and what their favorite drink was. But I couldn't even hear the people that were standing really close to me. So after that was over, we had a time, about 20 minutes to mingle. And then we followed and I don't remember what they're called, or they're not cast members here. They're called something else. It's my first day, okay? I'll get it together. But we followed the crew member to where the Sailaway party was. And I think a lot of us kind of got split up at that point because there were so many people. But we just had the best time. Everybody kind of split up into their groups. And then after the Sailaway party, we met up they'll have a solo dinner booked every night. And it'll say solo table. Tonight was in Razzle, Dazzle. And we had a giant table full of people. I'll post a picture here. The lighting is really weird, kind of, reddish and dim. So the picture's not that great a quality, but there were a good many of us that turned up, and a bunch of us were going to meet at the pajama party tonight. I kind of was trying to be the over 40 club cheerleader because everybody was so tired and we'd had so much free alcohol that we were like, once we go to our room and put pajamas on, we're going to be out for the night. But I'm determined to have us, the over 40 clubs show up, right? So we're going to meet at 10. That's the plan. On deck 6 at the roundabout, and try to stay up because a lot of the parties don't start until 11 o'clock. The pajama party starts at 11 o'clock. I'm generally snoring at 11 o'clock or deeply under the covers scrolling TikTok at the very least. So this will be interesting. I may not stay long. I'm trying to participate. I'm trying to be a good sport. I've met some really fun, cool, and interesting people already on day one. And I bought cute pajamas on Amazon, so I gotta go check it out. So I'll show you the fit again. I don't know if I'm gonna do the bow. I don't know if the bow is given. I don't think the bow is me. Okay, so I changed pajamas. I couldn't do the shorts. I'm just not feeling it. So I'm wearing the backup pajamas, which are super cute, if I do say so myself, and a tank top underneath. And I still don't know how to show my face and look at the mirror. Old people problems. But There, you can see me now. Can you see the back? Oh, how do we do that? Can you see the back? It's so cute. They're just like fun little pajamas. And I can move around good in these. And they're super comfortable. And I don't feel like I'm showing my booty cheeks. So everybody wins. All right, let's go to the pajama party. Me and a fellow solo traveler had a quick look around in the Virgin Voyages merchandise store while we waited for everyone else to gather, and then we headed to the pajama party. The pajama party was held at the Athletic Club, the adult playground located on deck 16 at the very aft of the ship. Slowly but surely, the place started to fill up, and we just sat back and enjoyed watching to see what outfits people would come in. Not everybody participated, but it didn't take long for us to see some really funny pajamas. They even held a best pajama contest hosted by Reisilient Ladies resident drag queen, Cara Couture.
As I was slinking my way through the crowd, I saw some gorgeous sights. First of all, saw lots of Lilo and Stitch. Hi, how you doing? Saw some gorgeous little silky numbers, some little matching lingerie. Don't forget to see you back there. You all look delicious, A+ for effort. And you'll see some other gorgeous individuals scattered about. There you happenings cast. Wait, happenings cast. It is our job to keep this party going all night, and on that topic.
They may have indeed kept the party going all night long without stopping, but I will never know because I made it about 30 minutes and I headed back to the cabin. But the first day was obviously a huge success. Alrighty, the pajama party is over. Half of the solos didn't really show up, but a few of us did. We rallied. The over 40 club showed up strong. I think I made it back to the room at about 11:40, okay? I think we hung in there pretty good, and I left before a few of them did, so I'm pretty proud of myself. And it was fun. The vibe on this ship is incredible. The whole solo meetup, meet and mingle thing that they do, and then hosting the dinner for everybody right away is incredible for those of us who don't really want to have to be, solo the entire cruise. We've already created a WhatsApp group, so if someone is going somewhere and wants to meet up, they can put that in the group and they can have somebody to, join up with. So far, I feel like I could be the spokesperson for Virgin Voyages at this point. Honestly, I am loving it. So I did finally go lay in my hammock outside on the balcony. It's so dark, and so you wouldn't be able to see, but it's that hammock that swallows your whole body, like I've seen on all the YouTube videos. I'm so excited. I may not leave the hammock tomorrow other than, I'll eat and I will walk around the ship and get some footage and get my bearings on where everything is on the ship. But mostly, I think I'm going to eat and hang out in my hammock during the day tomorrow and read, because it's like a cocoon. I want one of those. I want one of those for my house. If they make them, I just might get one. Virgin Voyages is my favorite. I can't say that after just one day, okay? I can't say that after just one day, but so far, it's my favorite, okay? Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring that notification bell so next week you can see what a sea day on Virgin Voyages Reisilient Lady as a solo is all about. And until next time, happy cruising.